Welcome back, whippersnappers. This is Gramps. We're in Shapes 2, custom insane challenge mode, and we just completed milestone 4. I'm still recovering from being a little under the weather, bit of a cold. That's okay. So, pretty exciting. Let things run unattended for a bit. I just let the computer go and just sat there and watched TV. And yeah, we got our milestone 4. So that meant 60,000 of each of these shapes. Let's go ahead and unlock. Let's see what happens. So we do get our pin pusher. We get 300 platform limit, 25,000 blueprint points, a couple new tasks. Very exciting. This one, very exciting task there. And good. So that's what we get in for that. Now let's take a look at our operator mode. So here's what's kind of cool too, is that this one was running the whole time while this one was working on getting to its 60,000. So this one, I think we've got a couple. This one's got a couple different claims on it. Oh my goodness, look at this. Very cool. Let's see. Okay, it was the other way around. This one was running while this one was getting into the end. So, excellent. Each one of those blue loops gave us 30 platform limit points and 4 research points. Let's take a look at blueprint. Do we have a new? We do. We've got our 20-point blueprint shape. Now it is basically, it's our 10-point shape with a pin on top and this guy, this little guy sitting on top. So pretty easy. That said, I don't want to do that right now. Let's do some quick housekeeping first. I'm going to be closing out that poll. I have a poll asking what you'd like me to play until Shapes 2 1.0 comes out. I'm definitely going to do another Shapes 2 series, probably right before 1.0 comes out, and that's aiming for April. So the poll is up on the thing. I'm going to leave it up. We're on Tuesday. I'm going to leave it up to the end of this week, till through Sunday, and we'll look at the results then, and that's what we'll start working on. And let's see, what else do we have here? Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. So what I want to do is I want to build out, make sure all of our blueprints are at our level 3s. Okay, so we should have painter 3. We've got minor shape 3, which is great. We've got minor fluid 3, and I think we've built some other of these guys in our milestone. Like, here's a stacker. This is our stacker 3. So I'm going to take this and save it. We could save it with this. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, so we're gonna save that, but we're gonna save as, let's go all the way down here to stacker 2, but then we will, we're gonna save it as stacker 2. Then we're gonna come in here to stacker 2 and rename it stacker 3. Change this to 3. Okay, and then stacker 1, I'm just gonna delete you. Thank you for your support. Stacker depot 2, so this one, yeah, it's pretty much exactly the same thing, right? So I'm going to just do this. Oh, wait, no, we need to do that. There we go. That gets us a Stacker Depot 3. So I'm going to save it. Same way. And Stacker Depot 2. And then rename. So what this does is this gets us all of everything saved at a level where it's processing 3 layers at once. Get rid of Stacker Depot 1. And that is helpful. So here's our Painter 2. This one is very easy, because all we need to do here is take this layer here and copy it up. There we go. So this still works because, you know, we don't have to change this at all. So boom. And I'm just gonna, that one I can just name Painter 3. And we'll come back here. Do that and a 3. Delete. Painter Depot. We've got Painter Depot 2. And again, the only difference is that we just need to come up here and copy this up. That makes it a Painter Depot 3. So some of these you can see are very easy. Others are going to be tricky. And there. Alright, so that is all done and done. Rotate. I think that one's already triple layer. Let's see here. No, it is not. I'm just going to call it back to rotate. I guess if they all have the word 3 in them, then they don't all need the word 3 in them. Alright, let's go up towards the top. The checkerboard swapper. This one is brutal. Brutal. I don't even... no. My brain cannot handle that right this minute. Color mixer. This one's easy. It's just taking this and doubling it up. Or adding a 3rd layer. See, 3 layers. Now these all work when we have the trains just mining fluid and shapes at 3 layers. So that is great. What was that? Just color mixer? Okay. So basically everything that we have is going to be 3 layer. Except for checkerboard swapper right now. Half destroyer 2. Oops. Okay, I'm going to just turn it around for some reason. So this is an easy one. Done. And this one I did call 2, but I'm just going to change half destroyer 2. And we can put a 3 in there. Okay. This one, color mixer, we can put a 3 just there, just so we know. Hourglass. Hourglass, we did. Look at this. This is our triple hourglass. So yeah. That is good to go. I'm going to take that and save as. Cool. But I will put a 3 there. That way we know. Minor fluid. Yeah, I'm just going to delete ya. Minor shape. Delete ya. I'm gonna rename these guys. Painter. Yeah, I'm just gonna call you Painter. Painter Depot. Rotate is good. Stacker 3. Now, stacker inline. So here's one that's interesting because it's not a. In fact, it's right here. This is stacker inline. I'm just gonna leave it as is. It's essentially. It's kind of a 1, but it's actually built as a 2. But when we use 3 of them together, it becomes a 3. That makes sense. So I'm just going to leave this one because we may use it again. Swapper 1, Swapper Depot 2. Let's look at Swapper 1. Let's come in here. Boom, boom, boom. All right, there's Swapper 1. But we have Swapper Depot 2. Yeah, Swapper Depot is a lot. So how do we do this? So this is basically this guy. Duplicated. But getting input from there and there. So in theory, if we had a 3, that would work. Hello, operator. Oh, yes. Thank you. Yes. Yes, we'll take more. We will take more of you all day, every day. Thank you very much. I'm gonna remove that. I'm gonna take this. Oh, but we can't do that. I thought it was copy it to right here, but we can't do that. Yeah, that's it. So that's layer 1 coming in here. Layer 2 coming in here. Then if we had one where it came in on layer 3, but actually acted out on layer 2. See, the problem too is these kick out on 1 and 2. 1 and 2. They do not kick out on layer 3. So yeah, what if we did that? So yeah, if we had one that came in high. Yeah, that's fine. So we get the middle layer coming in here and doing its thing. And then the upper layer coming in here and doing its thing. Then this, we'll get rid of that. Yeah. Cool. And then let's take this. And do that. And do that. Cool. And these, oh, nope. Okay, so that's so yeah, what we need to do then is up here is do this, and then here in this one does that work? Yeah. All right. I mean, that didn't work, but all right. Okay. This one takes from the high level of each and kicks it out. Yeah, and then what I could do is over here is this. I didn't want to do that. Is I could have one of these. Let's see, we've got 2 on each layer. We've got 6 outputs. We need 9. So what I want to do is have both of these go add to the 3rd layer output, right? So this is going to kick it out on the very top. And you know what? We'll just do the same on this one. That goes out on top and bottom. This will go out on top and middle. And then this one goes out on middle and bottom. So that's 2 on top, 2 on middle, and 2 on bottom. So that will work. And then, oh, we need to grab this guy. And he's going to do that instead. Okay. So that is our 3-layer swapper. Depot. Yeah, untitled blueprint is nothing. And the white depot. This, I think, just needs yeah, it just needs to be leveled up the same way as our mixer. And that's there and there. Okay. So that is all the blueprints that we currently have. That I think there might be some other new ones. That's still just our hourglass. What is our checkerboard swapper? I can't even think of what this thing does. It's a swapper. And then it rotates them and swaps them again. Alright, I'm just going to leave that one alone. We might... Possibly we don't use that at all. Get rid of you. So, we've got... Yeah, this is our stacker. Knocking out those milestone 4 blocks. This one's almost done. Kind of want to let it run for a little bit. What's this one doing? This is just stacking. Yes, I think. Now there's... Yeah. That is stacking. Is that all? Okay, I could... This is maybe a smaller stacker. That has output on the upper level, lower level, and medium and middle level. That's not as pretty as our other stackers, I think. It's our color mixer, yeah. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna let those sort of sit and stew for a bit. But while I do that, I think what I'd like to do is... Now I'm thinking... is I may want to rebuild our blueprint shape. Oh, we got another one. I see those are coming in pretty quickly. And those are definitely the quickest things we've built. They're screaming in. Each one of those gets us more platform limits, which is great. The 30 per right now. Eventually, I think that's gets up to 100 per, and this is 10 per. So we do have new tasks we can look at. They're going to be down here at the bottom. Boop, up here. So yeah, they've got pins. Not any big surprise there. Now, I was thinking that there's a couple of these tasks that are pretty straightforward and can be knocked out with just some quick blueprints, right? So I think this is our hourglass swapper thingy. And for this, you run a green spike in and a red spike in, and then you end up with this. I think that's what that checkerboard Dealybot does. So we could look at that. Here's one thing too, is that again, here's our blueprint. I think what I'm going to do eventually is just completely rebuild all this. If I tear it out now, that's 415 platform points. So, I mean, that's a chunk for sure. Our next milestone, let's take a look at that. Next milestone is going to get us our third platform floor. Third platform floor. It's great. It's very cool. To do it, we only have one operator shape, not two. That's nice. We've got this looks, it turns into like a little puppy or something. Clown. There we go. A gnome. It's adorable. But I don't want to do that until we get some tasks. We did talk about some upgrades. You know, we've got these guys. We've got this trash. Train speed, train capacity is good. Primary colors, we're getting to a stage where we might need some more colors of trains. So that is going to be important. And then of course wiring, all that stuff, vortex inputs. All right, let's look at tasks. All right, let's do this because this is a standard build, I believe. We're just adding things each time for the most part. And that will let us get that one blueprint dialed in. So here's a full spike. Yeah, we'll do it over here. Got this one. Let's do. Want to find one. See if we've got a full spike closer to a green and a red. Yeah, maybe this. All right, so let's do this. Boink. All right. So we will have. I was gonna see if I could do this without building the without building paint trains. Right? Yeah. There, and then minor fluid. we go. So that's green trains, or green paint. I'm just going to copy that whole thing. Pop it in right there. Alright. Let's get our shape miner. And we're going to do one station with a shape loader. And yeah. Okay, so that runs on in there. And oh, not quite there. There we go. Okay, so that's going to create red and green spikes. Let's get this locked in there. All right, so let's look at this checkerboard swapper. What we're doing is delivering a batch of them up here and a batch of them down here. So I think we can do, I was just going into the, let's just going into a swapper depot, right? And then it gets rotated, I believe. Yeah, rotated. And then basically through swapper again. Yeah. And it's double long because we're just using the single platforms. So what if we had, what's our swapper depot look like here? Yeah, I think we could do, oh no, I didn't do that correctly. Okay. Now let's resave this. As our swapper depot. Nope. My goodness. There we go. Okay. Swapper depot. But what we need to do is this. Yeah, I'm gonna bring these back to being just here. Bottom and middle. Okay. So bottom and middle. And then we just want to run through all this stuff for each of them. But then back over here, we're going to output the same way. So this one's going out high and low. This one's going out high and would be high and mid, right? Yeah. Ooh, except that's not gonna work. We can scooch this. All right, then yeah, so this goes out high and mid. And then this one is just mid and low. All right, so again, that is 2 going out that are on the high layer, 2 on the middle layer, 2 on the low layer. So that works. And we'll do another shape loader. Okay, I think that works. Oof, that is a big one. 38, no, it's 28 platform units. 75,000 blueprint points. Okay, so let's see if this works. Let's get a shape loader going. That one's coming in on the bottom there. That one's coming in on the top. Okay, let's see if that works. Yay, we can see here it has made them. And then it takes them and rotates them so they're all at the same orientation. So they're all opposite of this. That's okay if we needed to. That'll be fine to turn in. All right, so let me get this running into our home base way over here. I think, yeah, here. do that. Excellent. Now it should overfeed all of these. Like, it should be jam-packed. So they should be cruising in pretty quickly with this setup. Just because we get 2 in and 2 out. So very cool. Glad we got that. So we've got all of our blueprints updated now for 3 layers. And I think with that, we're ready to really start tackling tasks. So we'll keep at it next episode. And just keep that all cracking along. I just want to keep gaining research points until it's like, oh, we've got so many research points. What do we do? Oh, we should spend them. Yay. So yeah, that's the goal. Thank you all so much for joining. Let's see here. How far away? Oh my god, yeah, we're a million miles away. You can see that's the right shape. I'm not gonna drag it out. Thank you all so much for joining. This is Gramps, signing off.